Hello, my name is Brittany Williams, and for this week, I decided to choose a quote from A Place-Based Education and How to Guide. And this quote is on page 106. So the quote is actually based on a figure 8.2, and it's an activity where the teacher or the student observes their place. And I wanted to quote the directions. And it says, pick a place in your community. Dictate an hour to spend there, or dedicate an hour to spend there. Use the following chart to reflect on your experiences being in that place. Repeat this activity for as many places as needed or as are helpful. You can use this tool with your students too. So, what are the physical structures, people, places, and things? What did you observe? Meaning, what did you hear, see, smell? And what content areas or topics could you connect to this place? And how might you integrate this place into your teaching? And so, I believe that throughout this book study that I have recognized that there's so much more that I can learn from my place. And I believe that throughout all the chapters, I believe that this tool will help me the most as an educator on how I can better implement place-based learning in my classroom. And I also think that this is something that I could use with my students. Maybe not the entire chart because I teach kindergarten, but maybe one day we can just go out and we can just look at the people that we see in our community. And because but because our school is on a college campus, then maybe they'll learn like, hey, we live in a college town, or the places that they see. And so I could break down the sheet to fit my kindergarten students. And so that is why I chose that quote. As a reflection for this part of the book, I think when it comes to interdisciplinary things, I feel like I can use place-based education as a way to begin teaching and exploring multiple subjects. I can start by asking a driving question that will naturally lead us to different topics that relate to math, science, social studies, and etc. I also, from the entire book, besides me wanting to learn more about my place, I think that I took two major things that I didn't really recognize about place-based education, and that is agency. And I love that I learned that agency is simply the ability to act on the world. And it's powerful because there's so many ways that we can lead our students to make a difference in this world, and it starts in the classroom. And I also take away equity. I never really considered place-based education as a way to be an advocate for equity. There are so many places that many students will never be able to know about or explore if it isn't because of me allowing them to explore it, or allowing us to explore their part of their life and finding their identity. And so those two major things, equity and agency, are two major things that I've definitely enjoyed learning about in this book study.